Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out another video from Sabaton. This one is Made of Steel. You guys told us that this should be the next one that we should check out since we're doing one song for every track that was on this newest release. This is an official lyric video. They don't have an actual video for this one.
Made of Steel does not seem like the right name for Joan of Arc's song.
It sounds like to be honest with you, it sounds like a Burning Witches song, and I think they actually have a song called Maiden of Steel.
No, they have like Steel Maiden, which also that's probably
no,
what
they have Maiden of Steel. They don't have
really?
Steel Maiden. Yeah.
No, but Maiden of like.
It's not about Joan of Arc, the Burning Witches song.
No, but this one is. But I'm saying this Maid, dude. When I think of a maid, I think of like someone cleaning a house.
And I don't think she was made of steel. She burned at the stake.
And she did burn at the stake, which. Only.
I mean, she was strong. She was powerful. She was a woman that stood for what she believed in. So from that perspective, she was a made of steel. So I get where it's coming from.
I think it should just be called Steel Maiden. Steel Maiden rolls off the tongue better too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it still gets your point across. Made of Steel, dude. What's his name? Fucking Bill Clinton had a Made of Steel and.
On that note, we already pissed off people in the last video because we said that fucking Napoleon was not an emperor. Turns out he proclaimed himself emperor.
Okay, but that means
so that was his pronoun.
I proclaim myself.
So that was his pronoun. It was emperor.
He was emperor.
So apparently he was an emperor because he proclaimed himself the emperor of France. So whatever.
I'm king of this household. Not even. I'm prince of this household.
So we pissed off a bunch of people with our lack of accuracy in terms of who's an emperor or not. Turns out Caesar was never an emperor. I don't know about that, man. To me, I would consider him more of an emperor.
I would consider him more of an emperor than Napoleon.
Yeah.
What?
But turns out,
Napoleon, no
according to historians, were inaccurate.
Emperors in history all get like killed in a coup or die of some bullshit. Napoleon got sent to a house
In an island.
That's not emperor worthy.
No, that's probably what's going to happen to Mikel Arteta at the end of the season.
They do look similar, if you put them like.
If you put them side by side,
yeah, and you make his nose just a little bit bigger,
and if you make Arteta a little bit fatter,
they're almost the same height, maybe, or shorter. Yeah.
And if you make Arteta French,
if you just change Arteta completely, I guess
at that point,
it's like saying Jose Mourinho and.
Oh, come on! Let's not throw Mourinho into this.
It's like saying Jose Mourinho and Pep look the exact same. If he was bald, maybe around the same height, make him a little bit taller, give him a little bit of a beard, darken him up a little bit. Make him wear like cardigans. Yeah, if he was Catalanian. Right. Like, dude, this is a completely different person.
Alright, let's check this song out.
France is ablaze in the darkest of days. Call for a saviour and hope is rising. A woman adored with the power of the sword. Noble or not, but this is what you sought. Now that she has been chosen, she will carry the mark. Let us shine up the starlight, for here comes the dark. Will you fight to be free? Tell me, what do you see? A soldier, a man, or a maiden, a warning with a fire and steel. She's breaking the wheel as the lightning and thunder awaiting the wonder to come. Resistance begins with the crown of a king. Spearhead the army and wield the banner. Streets of Orleans where the bravery's been seen. Lead the attack, fall, rise up and come back. We're a part of her story. Wanna carry the mark. Oh, memento mori. Do not fear the dark. Will you fight to be free? Tell me, what do you see? A soldier, a man, or a maiden, a warning with the fire and steel. She's breaking the wheel as the lightning and thunder awaiting the wonder to come. Shun, betray, reveal is your fate. Where are you now when judgment awaits the light? I hope the darkest of days now show us the way, your grace. Winds are changing to the rose. Learn to keep your enemies close. There's valor in chains when innocence burn. Oh Lord, will we ever learn?
actually like this song.
Dude, why wasn't the song called Maiden of Orleans? That would have been, well, not New Orleans, but you know what I mean. Like, that would have been a way better name. That would have been a fucking dude. And you know what? The way they're in that chorus,
I don't think they have ever said the word "made of steel."
They didn't say it, which I thought that they would, and that would have justified. Still would have been stupid, but that would have justified the name
title.
The title, dude. Maiden of Orleans. That's way cooler. Way fucking cooler. And if you do merch of it, that looks way nicer on a T-shirt than Made of Steel. Which, by the way, was his. It wasn't. It was the secretary that blew. What's his name? Fucking
Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, she was his secretary. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like that's like maid, but like not.
She was an intern. She was not even the secretary.
Okay, so that's literally like it's like maid, intern, and then secretary. Like
I don't know. I think intern is below maid.
No.
Intern doesn't get paid. Maid at least gets paid.
Okay, it's just
Fuck.
intern and then okay, so I was right about that then. You know, that was a Made of Steel, apparently.
Oh, Margaret Thatcher, back in the day, she was the Lady of Steel.
Dude.
I think
I
her
was
nickname.
saying Maiden of
Something along
Steel
those
because
lines.
I was trying to fix that one. Dude, Maiden of Orleans, way better. What a good, like, dude, really good.
And it's part of the lyrics
It's
of the
part of the
fucking-
lyrics of the song, so you can, because they love doing that. That's a very power metal thing to do, is having the name of your song in the song.
I think that's a very song thing to do in any song.
Of course.
Imagine Umbrella by Sia without her saying umbrella in that song.
True.
What's she gonna say? Like, raincoat? Like, just...
True. But some metal songs don't do it, because some metal songs...
I know, but come on.
Like, there's like a deathcore song being called, like, vehicular manslaughter of fetuses or some shit. That's not going to be in the song, is it?
It could be.
You're not wrong, actually.
It could be. Anyhow. I just figured...
I should go look at any Leviticity song. How fucked up the names are. The lyrics don't have the name of the song, but it's worse.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
worse.
anyhow. That's not the important part. The important part is that they use that as part of the chorus of the song, and it works really well.
It works super
really
well, and I think it would have been a better name for the song.
Yeah, I think it would be
I don't
cooler.
think I'm alone on this. All you Sabaton lovers out there who hate...
Simps.
Yeah, the Simps. But all the Sabaton lovers out there,
High and low.
you guys need, like, I need to hear in the comments. Do you agree with me? Isn't that a better name for the song?
I think it would be way cooler. Made of Steel, this kind of name has been done ad nauseum.
Yeah,
Ad
Maiden of Orleans,
nauseum.
that's way better. I keep saying Orleans because I feel like fucking New Orleans, like we're tossing beads and gumbo.
No, New Orleans was New Orleans because that was an old Orleans.
I don't know.
That's why it's New Orleans. It's like New York because there was an old York.
Those old York.
Yeah. In the UK, there was York, and then there was New York. Like,
And
anytime
then we have North York.
That's different. And because we're north of York.
We're north of York.
It's like New Hampshire. There's a Hampshire somewhere else. There's a reason why they put New in ahead of it.
That's why New England, you know?
Exactly, because it reminded them of old England. There's like, you know,
By the way,
Newport of Spain.
You know, I only found out, not recently, but this was like maybe 2 years ago. I'm like, where the fuck is the Patriots, the New England Patriots?
They're in Boston.
But it's Boston. That's such a...
New
dude,
England is the state.
I didn't know.
Boston
like,
is the city.
I don't know much. Like, listen, I'm pretty good at geography when it comes to anything other than the U.S. I'm not really that good at U.S. geography.
All right. Anyway,
Which I feel like is not like... Can't hate me on that.
some of the teams are named after the city that they play in.
But that's why.
in the New England case is the state of New England.
It's easier when the name isn't it, like the Minnesota Vikings.
I know, but the Boston Patriots doesn't sound... It doesn't sound cool. Let me just put
New
it
England Patriots is
Sounds
a lot,
cooler.
A lot better.
Sounds
Yeah.
cooler. Yeah. So, anyways, moving on from that, I really like this track. Honestly, I really
Yeah,
like
I
this
don't
song.
like how it starts, but other than that, like it's a fucking solid track. I don't know if you feel the same way.
To me, it was better than the previous single that we check out, the
way
Napoleon
better,
one.
way better. But I don't know if you feel the same way about the start of the song.
The lyrics, the way the song starts, it took me a few seconds to kind of like there was a little bit of a hiccup there. There was a little bit of a hiccup there, but once you get into it, it kind of reminds me a little bit, not musically, not lyrically, the vibe that I get from this song in terms of the tempo of the
Is
song.
it Night Wishes?
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking too.
it kind of reminds me of
But
Night
the thing
Wishes.
is, Night Wishes, it starts off slow and it builds up to hitting you with the fast stuff. This just hits you right away. I'm not a big fan of that start. it does jar you a little bit if you're not expecting it. But even when you're I feel like even the second time around, I'm still not gonna like the way it starts. But it's
so easy to get over.
It's all forgiven. It's all forgiven when you get to the first chorus, and then you're really ready for the rest of the song.
Once the song hits that first chorus, after that, it moves into gear, and then it's like it's solid from that point on. Yeah. Really solid from that point on. And I think this is. I'm not gonna say it's one of the best so far, because there's other songs that we've checked out from Legends that I really liked. But this one, I thought it was way better than the Napoleon one, in my humble opinion. I like this style better.
The song is like the second best one I've heard so far from the Legends.
Outside of the Templars?
The Templars is still the best one.
The Templars is the best one. 100%.
Templars is still the best one.
I mean, we haven't heard the album. We're checking out the album song by song. So the Templars for me is number one, easily number one.
And it's not even like, oh, this one's better than... No, that was the
first
one.
For me, the Templars was the Bismarck of this record, even though Bismarck was not on the record.
They really started out guns blazing. It was the best song that I've heard so far. And it was the first song. Yeah.
But this one is a close.
This one's a close... Well, it's not even close. For me, it's not as... It doesn't touch the feet of the Templars song, but it's still a really good song.
Probably my second favorite.
No, it is my second favorite.
Because I wasn't a fan of the Genghis Khan one at all.
No. I've gone back and I've listened to all of them, and the Templars is the only one that's stayed through like strong.
I said it at that time that for me the Templars felt to me at that time the way it felt Bismarck.
Like a Bismarck.
I know Bismarck was not part of a record, was on its own, but the way Bismarck. The impact that Bismarck had as a song, as a single, when
the album came out after Bismarck, and you were still comparing it to Bismarck.
We're still comparing songs to Bismarck because how good Bismarck was as a standalone track. So for me, Templars kind of felt like a new Bismarck.
Yeah, this song I'm not taking any credit away from the song.
The song reminds me of Night Witches, and that to me is one of my maybe. Not number one, because I have Carolus Rex, the Swedish version, as my all-time favorite Sabaton song. But Night Witches is like probably number 2 or number 3 on my list. Like, it's really rank high.
Yeah.
So this track reminds me of that.
The song is really good, but it doesn't touch...
Not as good as Night Witches.
It doesn't touch the feet of the Templars.
No, it's not even as good as Night Witches, but it reminds me of...
But it reminds me of that. But the chorus is also really good. I just also feel like the chorus was building up to say... Made of Steel. I don't know if you felt that way. Like it felt like it was gonna say something. No.
I honestly thought they were gonna say that at the end, at the last chorus.
Yes,
I thought the song was gonna end with "Made of Steel."
Yeah,
and it didn't. And I was like,
then I'm like, okay, then you gotta make it.
So then, what's going on here?
What's with this name? What's with this shit name?
Yeah. No, the name is just not.
It's not good.
It's not when you look at the titles,
it doesn't give off what Maiden of Orleans. Like when Maiden of Orleans shows up, it shows up with like those like crescents around.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is when you look at Legends and you look at the names of the songs on Legends, they actually got really creative with the names of the songs.
But you know what the the song is going to be.
It's not
about.
like they named like the song Napoleon or like they named the song like. Like they were a little bit ambiguous, but not ambiguous to the point where you don't know what they're talking about, but ambiguous enough to create a little bit of an allure around the song. So I like the way when you hear Fields of Verdun, you know exactly what the song is going to be about. It's going to be about Fields of Verdun. It's not going to be about a Carpathian forest. Yeah. It's just not going to be about that.
They brought a band out. Okay.
You know what I mean? So no, but because that's actually a forest.
I know.
What I'm saying to you is in some songs like Night Witches. Like Night Witches, you know what Night Witches are. Like Shiroyama, you know what Shiroyama is. Like there's no running around the fact that the title tells you exactly what the song is. On this record, I felt like they did a little bit more playing on words with the song titles, a little bit more ambiguous, and I like that aspect of it. And this one, to me, kind of misses the mark because the Orleans one would admit it's super ambiguous. Because how many people, me personally, I didn't know like she was from Orleans or whatever. I think
if you know history, you know exactly what you would know exactly Maiden of Orleans what that means. I feel like that's a very...
I know, but when you see Maid of Steel, you know it's going to be about Joan of Arc. Who else is going to be about?
Maid of Steel is like, dude...
It has to be about her. Like, there's no... It's not going to be about,
I don't agree with what you're saying here. I understand that they've been giving, like... They've been kind of, like, hiding the fact, and then you go and you listen to the song, and then, okay, it's about this person.
I know,
but when...
It's not that they are being hiding the fact. Like, the crossing of the Rubicon, for example. They named the song not after the person, but after what was done.
What was done by the person.
Yeah, which I think it's kind of cool.
I know, but like the Genghis Khan one was literally, wasn't it called like something Khan or whatever the fuck? I can't even remember what that one was
The
called.
Khan of all Khans. I don't know.
The Templars was about the Templars. Like, dude.
Okay, but there's
so
some...
what you're saying, yes, it's about what they did, but this is that's because that song was about what he had done, like what Hannibal had done.
Like Emperor. Before you press play on Emperor, could be any other emperor.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be
Napoleon. I also think that's a bad name for the song. I don't think that was a good name at all. Like, I think you definitely could just use one of the nicknames. He had quite a few cool nicknames they could have used for him. But for this one, for example, no need to beat around the bush.
Freedom Fries.
Boner Park.
I think I've watched that movie.
You think you've watched that one?
I think I've watched that one.
But this one easily could have been called
Johnny Sins.
Like Maiden of Orleans would have been perfect because the song is about her, so there's no beating around the bush. It's not like what she did.
No, but it's cooler because Maid of Steel is a title. Not about Joan of Arc, but this kind of title has been used in so many different songs.
I don't even think she's called Maid of Steel. Is she really called Maid of Steel? I thought she was Maiden of Steel or something. She's not Iron Maiden.
No, and she's not Maid, like M-A-D-E.
She's not a maid.
No, and she's not Maid.
Oh, she's not a maid guy either. No, she hasn't put her time in to be a maid guy. She hasn't whacked enough people.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, she kind of did.
I think she did.
But it wasn't for the mafia.
And then she got whacked.
Yeah. She was talking to the feds. Are you wearing a wire?
Yeah.
Pushy, how long have you been wearing a wire?
Do I amuse you? Am I a clown?
Am I a clown?
Yeah. Anyhow, I honestly think...
How long?
I think the Orleans would have made more sense.
When they flip you. Flip? What are you talking about? I fucking love that show, man. That show is both, like, it gets so serious, and then, like, there's the scene where Jackie Jr. I don't know if you've watched The Sopranos.
No.
You need to... Bro, you need to watch The Sopranos. There's a scene where Jackie Jr. is just walking, and he's gonna get... He's been fucking up. He's gonna get, like, whacked. Vito comes out of the fattest fucking guy comes out of nowhere like a phantom, and he's holding a fucking, like, Pee-wee pistol, and he kills him with the Pee-wee pistol, and he gets in the car and they go. Some of the scenes in the earlier seasons are so, like, funny like that, like, so chopped like that, but that show is, I think, one of my favorite shows of all time. It doesn't get better. Like, I've watched Breaking Bad and whatever, and I've gone back and, dude, Sopranos doesn't touch Sopranos.
Alright, well, there's another Peaky Blinders coming out.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think it's a series. I think it's just a movie.
Oh, you think?
With the main guy. Yeah, it's coming out next year. Which, by the way, I love Peaky Blinders, I think.
No, it's a very good show.
I think it's amazing. So, anyhow.
It's a very good show. But, yeah.
Which has nothing to do with...
Well, it has nothing to do with
Joan of Arc.
But I want to see in the comments. You guys agree with us? Maiden of Orleans would have been a 10 times better name for the song. People are going to be in the comments being like, fuck, you guys talked about the name of the song so much and less about the song. The song was good.
It's Sabaton.
It's Sabaton. It was the chorus is really good. The thing about Sabaton with this song is, like, it's a good song. I don't like how it starts, and I'm also not a huge fan of whenever they build up to something and never get to it.
We said this before, and I want to finish the video on this note. If they had thrown Maid of Steel at the end of the last chorus to close off the song...
It would have made all those building up at the end of the chorus.
It would have made everything...
It would have made it all better. I still would have said it's a stupid name of the song, but at least, you know...
It would have come full circle.
It would have come full circle, and I would have to respect it instead of hate it. Now, I don't like the name of the song, and I'm not a fan of, like, the first two choruses.
The first chorus. After the first verse.
No,
after the chorus.
I'm saying the first two choruses, I like the chorus, but then I don't like... After Maid of Orleans, they build up to something, and then it's not there. And what I thought it would be there in the third chorus would be Maid of Steel, but it wasn't there. So you're building up to nothing. What are we building up to?
I don't know. Nothing, apparently.
Like, it's not like I can't remember the song, but they did this in the song, and the lyrics were, never to turn back again. And then they built up, and then they stayed on that note. Oh, it was Swedish Pagans. Never to turn back again. And they built it up, and then they got you back to the verses with the oh, oh, oh. So, like, there's that. But this one, they build up, and then that's it. And you think that they would build up, and that's them jerking it a little bit. They're edging you a little bit, and then they're going to give it to you in the last one, the name of the song. They don't give you shit.
You need to be in the studio with them next time.
Chucky, get your mind in the game, man. It's 4th and down. 4th and down.
Come on.
Sorry, it's 4th and 1, man, and you're fucking punting, dude.
Let's
It's not a winner's mentality. Never punt.
All right. On that note, we'll see you all at the next one. Oh, by the way, before we see you at the next one, let us know in the comment section which will be the next one from this album, from Legends. So hit us up which one you guys want us to check out next, all right? We'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.